The Institute of Engineering Technology of Ontario is the certification or regulatory division of OACETT and is responsible for the application and admission of members and the coinciding member service. This includes applications, the professional practice exam, technology reports, academic and experience reviews, certification, reclassifications, reinstatements, professional development, course approvals, accreditation, and technical exams. We are also responsible for investigating misuse of title infractions against our designations. In the past year, we processed over 2,600 various applications and introduced a revamped professional practice exam and seminar. The study materials were updated and released as a printable ebook with virtual proctoring, allowing our members to write the exam anytime and practically anywhere while maintaining the integrity of our exam. The complaints and discipline process is an important characteristic of self-regulating organizations in order to maintain the continued confidence and confidence of the public in government. Besides meeting rigorous professional standards, one of the requirements for OACETT's membership is a commitment to adhere to the association's code of ethics and rules of professional conduct. AIDA is responsible for the discipline of its members and investigates professional misconduct, incompetence, and breaches of the code of ethics. A standing complaints committee reviews the complaint, and if found to be warranted, will refer the case to disciplinary committee for prosecution of the complaint in accordance with the Statutory Procedures Act. The AIDA Complaints Committee is currently reviewing complaints against 4 members. This year, AIDA reconfirmed its commitment to the 3- and 6-year rule. Certification timelines, the commitment to being an association of certified members, one of quality over quantity. All associates from July 1st, 2005, who have not yet certified need to do so by assigned timelines. 3 years if no further academics are required, and 6 years if academic programs has been assigned. Beginning in 2016, AIDA will make compliance with the 3- and 6-year rule mandatory, with the first enforcement 3 years later in 2019. For those members given 3 years to certify, failure to comply will result in removal of membership. Extensions will be given on a compassionate or other acceptable grounds if progression towards the certification has been shown. Moving associates to certify is a key objective. Certification is what we offer. Our titles are the face of the association. Moving members to certification increases our professional status and importance in the province and our reach to all stakeholders, which includes employers, government, industry, college, and the public. Since the Ontario Human Rights Commission ruling that Canadian experience requirements are discriminatory, AIDA and its Canadian Work Experience Committee have been reviewing our alternatives. In May, the AIDA board accepted the following 2 recommendations. First, that an enhanced professional practice exam and seminar be developed for internationally educated professionals. Material and exam questions will be added in 3 areas identified by the committee as needing to be addressed if the 1-year Canadian experience requirement were removed. These are legislation and professional practice, Canadian workplace culture, and knowledge of health and safety. Since the PPE is mandatory for all applicants, it is an ideal alternative that will not introduce a barrier to certification. The second recommendation is that a language benchmark of level 7 be added to our certification requirements. Consultation on our proposed changes were also sought from our program advisor, at the Office of the Fairness Commissioner. We strive for best practice for our registration and certification processes and ensure that we are in compliance with FAR-PACTA, the Fair Access to Regulated Professions and Compulsory Trades Act. It's also governed by the Office of the Fairness Commissioner. A fair registration practice report is submitted to the OFC every year. The OFC issues an action plan and asks for compliance within strict timelines. Over this past year, we have completed the required training of our board and admissions committee members on FAR-PACTA and have revised many of our communication materials. In promoting an active, engaged, and certified membership, we completed a 3- and 6-year rule survey and study on why members may not certify. Although we are happy to hear that AIDO provides a great deal of support and service to help members become certified, we continue to refine and perfect our documents and processes. We have created extensive, frequently asked questions for our road construction applicants, completely revised the PPE information, and have created new and improved job descriptions and resume guidelines. A significant initiative this year from the 3- and 6-year study and the student survey is to support students after graduation and reduce the lapse in membership for non-payment of annual dues. Working with finance and IT, we have introduced a pilot where student dues are extended for 2 years after graduation to encourage the members to stay with us until they have their 2 years work experience or are closer to achieving their certification. Introducing the new PPE study material and exam into the colleges has been very well received with faculty, letting us know how pleased they are with the improvements. 7 colleges have our PPE embedded into their curriculum. Students can now register online for the exam like all other OACETT members, which greatly improves the efficiency. We are also working with colleges on accreditation, a capstone project initiative, and the OACETT Teaching and Technology Transfer Grant, which offers funding up to $3,500 to engineering, technology, or applied science faculty at Ontario colleges, so they can partake in professional development and then transfer the benefit to their students, to the industry, and to OACETT members. A maximum of $10,500 is available through this program. So far, 11 applications were received this year from 6 last year. It has been my pleasure to highlight some initiatives and projects recently completed or ongoing to advance our profession. I am looking forward to working with all of you in my new role to further that goal. Thank you.